Growl, huh? Well, I know it's not his stomach that's growling. He looks very well fed.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the GCreation GROWL. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So we have a lot of shiny goodness going on. Here we got GROWL. Here we got the combined form of GCreation GROWL. On this side of the box, we just have GROWL. On the other side of the box, we just have GROWL. On the back of the box, you have your very shiny obligatory product shots. He does this, that, the other, all that cool stuff. Hi, you can even see me in the box. And that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along here, we have GROWL. Oh, before we get down to GROWL, also included in the packaging is the obligatory third-party collector's card. Yay! So you have a nice picture there of GROWL. And I usually don't read these because I don't care for these whatsoever, but the bio on this thing, oh my god, the English. But my favorite part of this bio card is that his position is laundry warrior. Apparently he's the Autobots dry cleaner. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't, but there's the bio if you want to read it. The type on this is very, very small. I even have trouble reading this because it hurts my eyeballs, but if you can read that, there you go. But yeah, there's a lot of English going on there. There are his tech specs, and that's basically it for that. So now, let us move on to GROWL himself, and he is the second component for GCreation's GROWL, their Dinobot combiner, and this is their take on Snarl, and he is very cool, and definitely a step up from Thunderous. I didn't really encounter a lot of the tightness issues and tolerance issues that I encountered with Thunderous, so this fills me with a lot of confidence with this set now, and makes me a lot happier with it, so. Here we have GROWL getting close there on the head sculpt. And again, the head is mimicking, like the G1 toy with the transparent head with the gold chrome underneath to make it look nice and tucky. You got the little red eyeballs there. Got the chromed legs up front. Got some gold paint right there. Nice chromed plates going all the way down the back, and you get some other chrome bits. Lots of chrome going on here. Gold chrome tail. These spikes, be careful with these things because they are a little bit on the sharp side, and you could hurt yourself very badly. So be careful with that. Just be careful with that. But you do get some sparse paint apps throughout. You get a little bit here, a little bit of silver paint there. Again, some more gold right there, and yeah, a little bit of blue. That's for robot mode. But yeah, looks pretty good. Articulation-wise, the mouth can open and close. That joint is very tight, but it can open and close. These front legs can do a full 360. They can go in and out slightly. You do get a little bit of inward movement also. You do have a joint right here that goes forward and back. And, I just pushed that in. Pull that back out. That goes front and back, and you get the foot itself that is on a ball joint right up here and a hinge right here, so you get some good movement out of that. The rear legs, which are going to be the robot mode arms, obviously you have a nice full range of movement. You get full rotation. You do get inward and outward movement. If you start using these joints, you can get a little bit of outward movement out of them. Not much, but some. The outward movement is definitely more for robot mode than for Dino mode. But you can still make use of it in some way. You do get a swivel right up here. You do get a double joint right here. That goes both ways. And his toes are on a ball joint as well as a hinge, so they can move up and down and wiggle around. No articulation in the tail whatsoever. I mean, it is on a hinge, but that's more for transformation than anything else. So, there you have that. Get it situated here. So, yeah. And all of these plates, all of the plates are on ball joints. So they do have a little bit of wiggle room to them. going all the way down. Even these little plates right back here are on those little ball joints. So you can arrange those however you wish. So there you have that. So now for comparison, here he is with Planet X's Snarl. These are their their video game Dinobots. So there you have that. So you can see how they scale with each other right there. So there you have that. Here he is with Fans Toys Masterpiece take on Snarl. You can see how those two scale with each other right there. We have that. And of course, here he is with the little G1 Snarl, cause it's precious, growling precious. There it is. So cute. So cute, little baby Snarl. Little baby. Little baby. I'm sorry. And here he is with his buddy here, Thunderous. So you can see how these two guys look together. And they do look good together. I dig it. This does look like it's going to shape up to be a really nice set, so I can work with it. I can work with that. So there you go. Now, of course, he does come with accessories. He does have two guns right here, which are very nicely done, nicely molded. Get a little bit of paint on them. You get a little bit of gold right here, a little bit of silver, and that's pretty much it. But still, nicely molded. Very cool. You get two of these, and there are posts on either side, so you can plug them in to either side of the Dino mode. Hips, you can plug them in on the back legs or the front legs, totally up to you, because there are ports on both sets of legs. And you just take them and just plug them right in. Right there. Plug it right in. Plug it in, and there you go. He's got weapons. So you have that. Now, one thing of note about these ports on the back legs is that this, if you look right here, you can see this inner piece right here, which is basically just two half circles. This piece is connected to a sliding joint. Let me see if I can show this off. I don't know if I can, but basically in robot mode, you can get some extra outward movement if you pull the shoulder out, because this bit is on a slider. So if you see now, I pulled the shoulder all the way out now. And what happens is that portion that actually grips the posts on these weapons is now sunken in there. So now obviously if you wanted to plug this in, you cannot, because the part that actually grips that post is no longer there to hold anything in. So you have to make sure that the leg is pushed all the way in. So those two half circles are right there. That way you can ensure that when you plug weapons in, they will be held. So that's something you do need to be mindful of if you want to use that display option. And moving right along, he does come with two swords. I left the other one in the baggie because I'm only going to use one anyway. So he comes with two swords, very nicely done. I really like the way they're doing these swords. They just look really, really cool. Nice silver paint, nice metallic red paint there, and nicely molded. I really like the swords, and the sword for Thunderous too. Like, I really like how they're doing these swords. They look really, really cool. So there you have GROWL's swords. And of course he comes with the foot of Shuriken, because he does become the other leg for Shuriken. And there you go. Now, to bring in the foot that comes with Thunderous. Now, the base of the foot itself is the exact same mold. There are a couple differences. This back piece, obviously, is a different mold because his leg kind of forms a little bit of a different shape. So there's a different support structure back here. He also has this plate that's attached right here. This plate that's attached, whereas the one that comes with Thunderous does not have that plate. And the toes, as you can see, are actually different molds. So you will get a little bit of asymmetry. So if you have OCD, that's really going to bother you, but it doesn't bother me. It's okay. A little bit of asymmetry, never kill nobody. I mean, keeping in mind that no combiner really has any kind of symmetry to it anyway. But there you go. And of course, you can take this and pull it apart That'll come off. Pull this off, and you can use this as weapons because you have those little pull-out posts right here. Excuse me a little bit. Let me stabilize the camera because I can tell that it's shaking here. Excuse me. I just want to make sure the tripod's planted firmly. So again, you have these posts right here, and you can plug them into the ports on the rear legs. Right there. Plug that in. Plug that in, and now he has ginormic guns. Why not? Dare I say why not? Sure. K. So there you have that. So let's just put this back together now because we're going to need this in a little bit. Let's plug that in there. Oops, nope, I didn't have that right. Plug that in there. Plug this in here. When you're plugging this back in, you want the gaps facing the toes. That just goes in right there. And then you just plug the two halves back together. And, oops. Let's see, you gotta flip these back in. Doi! Doi! EmGo! Doi! Megatronus is the fallen! Doi! I knew that. I know that. I know. Oh, man. There we go. Foot. Yay! Hooray for feet. So, alright, let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's! So, we're going to go into combined mode and then go into robot mode. So, let's see if we can do this smoothly and without stabbing myself on these spikes back here. Because I have a couple times. Didn't draw blood, but it hurt. It hurt. But, we're going to try to do this. So, what you're going to do is, you're going to take the front legs here, you're going to bring them back like that, and there is a post right here that will go into this port right there in between those two screws, and you want to take the leg and push it into the body like that, and then you just plug that foot in, and it fits right into that groove like that. Second verse, same as the first. Hold that back, bring that back, push the leg in. Like I said, this works a lot smoother than on Thunderous. There you go. And you got that done. So now you're going to take this little bottom plate right here, untab that just tabs in right there, and just take the head, bring that down like that, and then you're going to split the head, split it right down the middle, like that, and then you're just going to take the head and bring the two halves off to the side, just rotate it out to the side, and there you have that. Now you're going to take this bit right here, this post that connects right in the center, undo that, and these will flip out to the side, and now you got clearance to start folding the legs down, or unfolding the legs rather. Now first you want to just split this whole thing down the middle, right here, split the feet because the feet do tap together also, so split all that, and you also want to pull the leg outward because it does. There is a post right there that plugs into a porch. I don't know if you can see it. You'll see when I actually bring the leg down. There we go. It plugs into that port right there. So it just plugs in right there when you fold the leg up. That just gives us some extra stability there, another locking point. So now we're just going to fold the leg down. Take the other leg. Oh, it already unpegged itself. Take that. Fold it down. The joint on this side is a little tighter. Do that. Like that. And then we're going to rotate at the waist. And you see you have this hinge right here. You want to flip this down and bring this waist piece up like that. And then this post right here will plug right there into his belly button. So just take that, plug it in, and that will, oops, and bring this all the way down. Come on. Work with me, man. Work with me. Work with me. There we go. And then just bring that up. And that will plug in right there, and that will basically disable the waist joint, because you need it disabled for combined mode, so that locks that in place. So now that you've done that, you're pretty much going to do what you did with Thunderous's legs. You're going to take them, and you're going to now bring them up on this joint right here, and fold them up this way against the body. Actually, before you do that, getting ahead of myself, you want to take this piece right here, bring it down, and bring this in, and this will plug in right there. Just take that, plug it in, boom, right there. And then you can take the leg and fold it up into the body, like that. And that's how you want that. We're going to leave this hanging out back here for now until we get everything else done. So, second verse, same as the first. You're going to take this, fold this down, bring this down, peg it in, like that. Then just bring it down on that double hinge, like that. And there you go. Now, I'm going to work on the upper body. Let's bring these down. Actually, let's move these out of the way. Just want to rotate all this like this, like that. Basically, you want the dino head like that. So just kind of rotate everything around. So you have it in this configuration, just like that. So now we have some room to work with the arms now. So you just want to bring the arms down. You want to rotate it at the bicep swivel. You're going to fold it up, and this tab will go into this slot right here. See that? Fold that up. Right there. And that will lock in right there. And this post will plug into that port right there. So just take it, push it in, and there you have that done. Second verse, same as the first. Bring that down, rotate, fold that up, plug that in, plug that into the side of the body, and there you go. Now you're going to take this whole front section right here. It will split right down the middle, and that's on a double hinge, and you will take that and bring it out. It gets a little stuck on me. There we go. I didn't break anything, it just does that. Just want to bring it out. You can see it's on a double joint right there. And you just want to take that and bring it out, just like we did with Thunderous. Just want to bring that out. Again, I don't know how much room the leg itself is going to take up when you actually plug it in, so you can adjust this properly when it's actually combined, because you have those joints in there to work with, so you can position it how you wish. So, once you've done that, we will bring in our foot now. Now again, just like with Thunderous, it's a lot easier if you just take this and raise it up. You can see what you're doing a bit better. Let me actually raise the camera a bit. Here. And just like Thunderous, you have two posts on either side, and they will plug into the ports right in here. Those two ports right there, right on either side. So you just take it, line it up, push it together, and hopefully it'll all clip together nice and easy. Nice and easy like. There we go. Clip all that together, push the feet together because they also tab together. So there you have that done. And you can bring this down for now, and we can finish the rest of it. Let's come back down here. Now we can plug the dino head back together and just tuck it in like that, and then you're just going to take the tail on this double hinge right here and just bring it down like that. Now, just like with Thunderous, and it tells you in the instructions, you have the combiner connection right there. You need a lever, you need a screwdriver or something to actually pry this out. I'm not going to waste time doing that now because I already showed it in the Thunderous review. It works the exact same way. Just get a screwdriver in there, just something, some kind of lever, and you can pry that connector all the way out and up, just like you did with Thunderous. So there you have that. And the last thing you can do, which is purely cosmetic, but you can take all the plates and flip them around like that, so they're all just facing the same way. Let's do that. And there you go. There you have Growl in his leg mode. And again, this is a big, beefy, like hefty leg going on right here. So yeah, very, very cool. And again, just like with Thunderous, you do have that big, beefy ball joint in there, so you get a lot of good movements. And you also have that double joint in here to work with, as well as a toe joint right there. So, yeah. Like I said when I reviewed Thunderous, this guy, he's going to be a big boy. A very, very big boy. So, there you have that. So, let's just get down to robot mode. So, of course, the first thing you would do is just take your lever and pull that combiner port back down with all of your might, because you'll need it, because that thing is super stiff. But once you're done that, you're just going to split the legs again. Remove the foot, put that off to the side, because a burger like a burger, chicken, digger, burger, like a burger, 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 burger. I just got done watching SummerSlam. Okay, my brain is fried. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Controversy, people, controversy. But anyway. But, what was I doing? Okay, so we removed the foot, and now we were going to just split the Dino head again. Bring this up just to get things out of the way. Swing this out to get that out of the way. Once you've done that, you can take the legs and bring them back down. There we go. Bring it back down like that. Oops, that came undone. Stay. And then you're just going to take the Dino head and bring it into the leg, and this will plug in to that post right there. So just plug that in right there. And then this post right here will actually go behind this panel and go into this port right there. So you just want to, actually it's this post right here rather. And that's going to go behind that panel right in there. And then you just kind of want to take this whole panel and just kind of flex it outward, and that will help that push through that panel right there, and that'll lock that in place. So there you have that. So we got a leg done. Second verse, same as the first. Take that, bring it down, bring that head around, bring it into the leg, bring it into the leg. Why are you fighting me? There we go. Plug it onto that post, bring that in behind that panel right there, and then just flex that outward so it will actually go through that port. And then we got the legs basically done. Now you're just going to take the hips and bring them up. On mine, these ratchets are pretty tight. There we go. Let's bring that up. Come on. Yeah. And there you go. Then you got the legs all done. The arms, you're just going to unpeg right there. And just bring the arms forward. Open up this panel right here. Flip out the hand. Close that back up. Take the little Dino foot. Bring it around. And just bring it up against the forearm like that. There you got an arm all done. I'm going to raise the camera up again because he does get a bit tall. Same thing over here. Just unpeg, bring it forward, open that panel up, open it up, open it up, open! There we go. Flip out the hand, close that back up, rotate that around, bring it up against the forearm, like that. And then you can take the shoulders and bring them up on that hinge right there. Bring them up right there. And there you go. You can take the tail here. Again, be careful with these spikes. Be very careful. Split the tail down the middle. Come on. There we go. Split that tail down the middle. And you can take this whole body section here and bring that back into its original position. Just clip that back together. Take this plate right here. Bring this up. Ow, see that? Got me. Even these plates are kind of pointy right here. So be careful with those too. This toy is dangerous. I'm just going to say that. This toy is very dangerous. This is lethal. It should be illegal. Somebody could really hurt themselves. So anyway, take this, bring it down against the back, like that, foot down, this chest piece, and bring out the head, which can be a little bit of a pain. There we go. It does come up a lot easier than Thunderous's though. Close that back up. And I like to use this double hinge here and actually bring the tail down. I have to bring the tail down like that, just so it's not sitting so high. But that's just my personal preference. Again, you can arrange this however you wish. Just make sure that's up against the back. And just get his legs all situated here. Are we done? I think we're done. I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Yay, we're done! Alright, so there you go. There you have Growl in his robot mode. And he is a big, beefy dude. I really like him. These guys, I basically know what what GCreations is trying to do with these guys. These guys are basically the G1 Dinobot toys on steroids. That's what they're going for with these guys. They're just beefing them up to the max, and I do quite like it. So, getting close here on the head sculpt. It's a very nice head sculpt. Getting a little closer here. We can focus, focus. There we go. Yeah, very nice head sculpt. Nice silver paint. Nice red on the eyes. He looks mean. He looks vicious. He's ready to do some laundry. That's right. That's right. Because he's a man! Now, if you excuse me, I have to separate my whites from my delicates. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. But anyway. Again, I just got done watching SummerSlam. My mind is fried. I should not be doing this after I watch a pay-per-view. But anyway. But there he is. He's very cool, and again, lots of nice mold detail. I love the metallic red paint used on these guys. Very cool. You get some more silver here, some metallic blue, some reds. And very nice. And his transformation is a lot cleaner. He doesn't have a lot of junk hanging off of him like Thunderous does. So I definitely like him a lot better. Just for how much cleaner the transformation is. So, articulation-wise, you do have a ball-jointed neck, so you can get some good wiggly-waggly movement. He can look up pretty well. You can tell squirrel. He can do that. He can do that. For the people in the comment section who like to say squirrel, there you go, squirrel. There, I'll do it for you. The arms, of course, as we've already seen, can do a full 360. Of course, the tail kind of gets in the way. But it can do a full 360. It can go in and out. And again, if you want a little bit more outward movement, you can pull that shoulder out, and you get some more range of movement out of that ball joint. But it is a nice ball joint connection right there. And you can just take and slide it back into the body. You do have a bicep swivel. You do have a double-jointed elbow, but you really don't get double-jointed range of movement. It's still pretty much a 90-degree bend, but still a double-jointed elbow nonetheless. You do get a wrist swivel. The waist joints, you do have to disconnect this little peg right there, and you then have full access to the waist joint. But I don't like that thing just kind of sticking out like that, because that's kind of awkward, so I usually just leave this up. But there you go. Legs can go forward, they can go back, they can go in and out. One of his plates fell off. Where did this come from? Where did it come from? Oh, it came from back here. It's okay, they're just on ball joints, so you don't have to worry about breaking anything, they'll just pop off. Where was I? Ah, yes, forward, back, in and out. You do get a thigh swivel. You do get nice ratcheted knee with 90 degrees of bend. The toe does have a little bit of pivot to it. It does have that trick where, just like Thunderous, where you can actually pull the toe out so you can get upward and downward movements. And you also get a little ankle pivot right there, actually really a toe pivot. And then you can just take that and push it back in. So there you go. So just as posable as Thunderous. And of course you can hold his weapons. You can give him a gun right there. You can give him his sword right there. And unfortunately, the posts on these things aren't long enough for him to actually hold these as guns, unfortunately, but that's alright. Not the end of the world. There you go. There he is, all armed up. Very, very cool. So, for comparison, here he is with Combiner Wars, Voyager Prime, and we'll bring in Leader Class Magnus, just so you can see how he scales with the mainline stuff. So, there you have that. Here he is with Combiner Wars Superion, just so you can see how he scales with a whole Combiner Wars. How he scales with a whole Combiner from the line of Combiner Wars. So, there you have that. Here he is with Planet X's Snarl. Just so you can see how they scale together. Here he is with Fans Toys Sever. So, there you have that. And what else have we got? Of course, here he is with his G1 self-causes pressure. Snarling pressures. There you go. There you have that. And we'll bring in his partner here, Thunderous Nut Sludge, aka Nut Sludge. So you can see how they look together. And there you go. That's a big beefy team we're starting to have here. A team full of beef. That's right. So there we go. So yeah, as far as Growl, like I said, he is definitely a step up from Thunderous. Definitely feels a lot better. Not a lot of the tolerance issues, not a lot of the tightness issues. Everything works a lot more smoothly than on Thunderous. And like I said at the top of the video, you know, that fills me with a lot of confidence about this set, that this is going to turn out to be something really, really good. And it's a very, very cool figure. Looks very nice. Like I said, like these are like the G1 Dinobot toys on steroids. That's what, this is the niche they fill right there. And it's pretty cool. So if you would like a Thunderous of your own or any of GCreation's offerings, you can check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so do check it out. And I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. Also, if you missed the Thunderous review, you can also check out the Shuriken playlist, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the GCreations GROWL, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Snarl! What did we learn? Very good. No one's allowed to be taller than Papa Prime. Good boy. Now, did you finish pressing my dress armor? No, not yet. Well, get to it. Jeez, man. Hurry up. Chop, chop. It's not going to clean itself. They'll learn. You got to train them, but they'll learn.